Hello my YouTube foodies! In this recipe we are making some guacamole. Whether you like to call it guacamole or guacamole, I can still promise you it'll be extra delicious. So make sure to grab several avocados as we will be making an extra delicious and flavorful guacamole. So I hope you're just as hungry as I am, and if you are, then stay tuned. Guacamole is one of those things that you can pretty much add to any food and it turns out super delicious. And I like a lot of onions, so if you've noticed here, I'm adding quite a bunch. It is a small onion though, so it's actually not too bad. If you don't like that much onion, you don't have to add it. But I do like my onion. So I'm going to remove the skin on that and dice it up really small. I don't like big chunks, so usually make sure to run my knife several times until it becomes very thin. Alright. So that's just the way I like it. Now for the jalapeno. You want this to be a little spicier, go with a serrano. And I'm not going to remove the seeds because I do like a little heat. I like all the other toppings to be fairly small, kind of like small bite size, but I'm going to run this once more, and I think this is good to go. And here's the trick that I always do. So your onion isn't as strong or as smelly. What I like to do is add some lime or lemon. This softens up both the onion and the jalapeno. So we're gonna let this kind of sit for a bit just with the lime, and then we'll add a little salt to this and then the rest of our ingredients. And while that is resting up, I'm gonna add my tomato. If you like your guacamole to be really thick, then make sure to take out all the seeds. I don't mind it to be a little thin, so I'm going to go ahead and just add everything in. Alright. Now we're going to add just a little salt. If you're eating this with like chips, then I would just add about this amount. And if you're going to top it off with something else, some other dish like a wrap or something, you can probably add a little bit more salt, but because I'm not quite sure, I'm just gonna add a little bit. Gonna give this a good mix, and the onion will start to kind of turn a little translucent. It won't be such a bright white color. It's kind of like turning clear. You could add as much lemon or lime. I kind of like mine a little tart, so I might have to add just a tiny bit more lemon. So let me add it just a tiny bit more. And this is just because it's preference. I like it that way. And now we can add our tomatoes. And you know, the lemon also helps the avocado not turn like a dark brown color. So it not only softens the onions, but it also helps the avocado from browning. Sometimes I'll add cucumber to this, like finely dice it. It tastes really good. You get like a nice little crunch. So when I'm selecting my avocados, if you can't really tell if they're ripe enough, the first thing that I do is look at the skin. Is it dark enough? You want it to be black. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of green in between. That's fine, but just make sure it's soft. Just don't press so hard on it because you end up bruising the avocado. But then what I also do is take out this little bud at the end. And if you notice, if this end is still green, that means it's good. If it ends up, sometimes it's happened to me where I'll remove this end and you can already see a little bit of mold. And it really stinks when you buy a really nice avocado and then you come home, you open it up, and then it's already gone bad. So that's usually what I do, is remove this little end. And if you notice here, it's nice and like a lime kind of green, lime green. So I know this avocado is ready. And you open it up, see, there you go. And it has just the right amount of fat. So if you notice, there's still some green on here, but it's not very thick. What I do to remove the center, press down, and then turn. There you go. And it also really helps if the avocado is nice and ripe. And our last one. There you go. Now we're just gonna mash this with a potato masher. I think this should be about right for me. Now with my spoon, kind of just mix all these ingredients together. And if you like this to have more guacamole than the actual vegetables, then just make sure to even out your ratios. But I like mine to have a good amount of onion, peppers, tomatoes. And lastly, for the ultimate touch, is I'm going to add some very finely chopped coriander or cilantro. So now, to this, we add this beautiful color on top. Look how nice this looks. Gosh, it even smells. Oh, I love the smell of cilantro. Just makes it that much better. So now, this is ready. So guys, this is how simple it was to make this delicious guacamole. So if you pardon me, I'm actually going to try it for you guys and let you know. I could eat this for days. So this is a nice surprise. This jalapeno is a little spicier than usual, but it added a really nice kick. So it's extremely creamy, which I really, really like. And it has just a little hint of tardiness thanks to the lime. And then the onion gives it so much flavor. I like to add a lot of onion to mine, but obviously you don't have to add that much. So by letting the onion and the jalapeno soak at the beginning, soak with the lime, it kind of infuses all those flavors into the lime, which then later kind of infuses into the guacamole. So you really don't have to even add that much. And then you have the nice bit of tomato there to kind of like soften up the spiciness so it's not too spicy. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any of these tasty recipes. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!